I'm standing next to the one and only Avram Grant. You are so famous in Malaysia. You know, just the sight of you, the sound of your name, and you know everyone recognizes you. So thank you for talking to us today. How has your World Cup experience been so far?
The World Cup. The World Cup is very good. The football is great. I think one of the best World Cup. I watch. It's my fifth or my sixth World Cup, and so far it's the best.
Okay. Have there been any teams that have surpassed your expectations?
Yes, but not for the good side. Spain.
Okay.
England.
So they're disappointing.
Very disappointing. Spain, they're a good team. What they did in the last World Cup and the last 2 Euros is unbelievable. Not just they won, they did it in a nice way. But I think the one thing that is very important that everybody needs to know, nobody have enough talent to live on the talent alone. You need more than a talent, you need passion. And I miss the passion in Spain game. Also, if you saw them before the World Cup, they played good because they have unbelievable players, but it's not enough. You need except talent, you need something else, and they miss it in this World Cup.
Do you think it has anything to do with the fact that they competed in the Champions League? Most of the players were competing in the finals of the Champions League, and therefore they had less time to recover for the World Cup. Do you think that played a part in it at all?
No, I don't think so, because it was the same situation the last World Cup, and it was the same situation the last 2 Euros, and any team that won the World Cup in the last years, the players are the top players, because there is no surprise about winning the World Cup. Every national team that won the World Cup came from with the players that are top players that play in the highest level, play a lot of games. Today, with all the modern age, two things develop very well. First is the psychology part, which I think people don't know enough, but it's better than it was before. And the second is the information about your physical situation. And now people know how to monitor trainings, and players, as you see, in a good shape. If you see now how many players 30 years old that are good in this tournament.
Yep.
Robin is better than he was 24. So all of this connected to the big development about the medical department and the physical side.
Okay. Of course, you've coached in England with a few teams. What do you think of the England team this year, and why is it so hard for them to get very far in a World Cup usually?
I think the good thing about England national team that they compete in the best league in the world. By the physical side, mental side, technical side, they're the best in the world as a league.
Yes.
Because maybe Barcelona and Real Madrid better, and maybe Bayern Munich is better. But as a league, this is the best league. Also, the second league or the third league is the best league in the world. But the other thing that is not good, many of the players are foreigners, and the England national team didn't put a target like Germany put a target in 2000 and Belgium and others, to understand that now, because everybody is working on the field, you cannot hardly to find in the highest level someone that is lazy. You need creative players. You need players that can win the game by the intelligence, and I think they are still going with the tradition. Even the academies are much better, but without any target. So this is the result of it. All the England national team, there's no one creative player, and creative players win the game.
Going into the Asian teams, have you watched any of the Asian matches, any of the Asian games, and what do you think of maybe even Japan and South Korea? Will they be able to progress to the next level?
First, I expect one more team, because it's always South Korea and Japan, which they have tradition.
Yes.
I think this is the time in Asia, because the last 2 years I spent a lot of time in Asia. I think I was more than 10 times with my project and everything about football and mentally, and I found it that there is a lot of talent in Asia. So it's not it to be always South Korea and Japan. South Korea and Japan did well until now. Japan played well. Also yesterday they was unlucky. If there is unlucky, South Korea, we need to wait and see. But still, they're a good team, always in the World Cup. So I think it's good. As far as I saw, I was in the Far East, and I was a lot. And not just the Far East, all of Asia, people like football. And this is the base for everything, because football starts from the neighborhood. But as I saw, again, they need some process, how to develop young players.
Okay, and final question. Which team is Avram Grant's pick to, maybe the last two teams to compete in the finals?
I don't know. To be fair, I never face a situation like this. There's no even one team that you see that they are better. Like we saw Spain. Even Spain lost the first game of the last World Cup. Maybe in 2006, but in 2002 you could see that Germany is good. You could see that Brazil is good. Here, Germany so far, one game they played well, but I don't know what will happen because Germany changed the system. And Germany is not Germany of the old days. They changed from a team without great football, but with a great mentality, to a team that in the more than last 10 years are good football, but not the same mentality. They lost. We need to be fair and know that they lost all the important games in the last World Cups, the last 4 World Cups. So this is one thing. The others, but they are playing good football. I like the football. Holland, first game, they was brilliant. Second half. And second game I was in the game, Australia was better. Okay. But they have the quality. Even I think they are not so good in defense, and you need, in the top teams you need the balance, and in every position you have good players. I think they have lack of defense. So I don't know. And now we see Costa Rica, they are playing very well, but they will not win the World Cup.
They won't win it.
I don't think so. But it's a big surprise. Not just the results, how they play. It's amazing. I watched the first game, they was brilliant. And I don't know, and we just need to remember Spain is not here anymore, and it was one of the candidates. England is not here anymore. Even England was not in the candidate even to come to the semi-final, for my opinion. So I'm not sure, but still, I think Germany have advantage.
All right, whatever it is, it'll be a brand new champion this year. Thank you so much, Avram, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your World Cup experience.